Yeah, hello, and a warm welcome again to your new life. Now, better now than never. Yes, another interesting subject we have today. It sounds so easy, but how do we do it? To listen to our soul. My name is Mirja, Mother Earth, healing, powerful, and touching places all over the world.
Hello, I'm Sabine Markner, Harvest Learning, and my goal is to support everybody to be completely independent in your life for a better and your new life too, by listening to your soul.
Yeah, wonderful saying from yours, Sabine. My name is Cornelius van Lessen. I'm an energetic healer. Yeah, and I'm proud to do something for you, and we see what comes out. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. And today we start with a story that Mother Earth is sending to us. I will get in connection and let's see what is the story to listen to your soul. Okay, there is a little girl, as a lately we have a lot of girls in the stories, and she has, now I don't know the English word, that's a pity. In German we say it's a dragon, you know, if she has on a little string, a dragon that goes with the wind. How do you say? A little, like a kite, a small kite for children. I hope you understand myself. So with this kite, the little girl is very close actually to electric pole. And the wind is quite, yeah, this kite is quite trembling and going from the left to the right, to the forth, to the back. And yes, it's the little girl has fun. It's nice to have this kite in her hand and to see it, to see the kite in the sky. But then she has the feeling to let go of the string, and the next nanosecond, you can say, the kite gets into this electric pole and is getting into fire. And I don't know what would have happened if the little girl would still be attached to the string, to the kite. So the girl intuitively, she knows that she had the right reflex to let go of the kite. But she forgets about this incident and she goes and starts playing with friends and alone in the field. And today she's playing close to the street, and it's not such a busy street, but of course, I mean, if you play close to the street, there are the big cars passing by, and our girl is, I cannot tell you, but maybe 5 years old, 6 years old, something like that. And she's very involved in her play. So she's very concentrated on her play. And therefore, she doesn't notice so much her surrounding, which includes as well the street next to her. And there is a big car coming towards her, but she doesn't see it. And she doesn't see it, but she feels it, that there is a kind of danger coming towards her. And without any reason, she jumps up and goes closer to the houses, away from the street. And just right after, there is a little hole or something in the street. And the car, because it's driving so fast, goes so fast into the hole that afterwards, the driver cannot regulate anymore the direction. So the car goes a little bit on the sideway, on the pathway, but is not hitting the girl, because the girl already before, she went very closely to the houses. So again, it was a second time she got a reflex or a feeling which with the result that she made an action according to her feeling, according to her intuition, according to her impulse. Call the name like ever you wish. And so it was a second time, and the little girl also this time she feels very thankful for this little lights or little energetic kicks in the ass, sorry my French, so that an immediate action follows. So, and the girl grows up, and now she's already a young woman, very beautiful, long wavy hair she has, very long, and she's now 15, I would think, and she is she's in the street in a city somewhere, and not sure, somewhere she's on the way to somewhere, not important, and it's a place, it's a street, but it's in a city, but I'm not sure it's her city or if she in a foreign city. It's not so clear, but she noticed out of a sudden she was in a good mood. She has a really nice appointment. She is light. She enjoys life, and from one moment to the other, she feels, or she noticed that the street is very calm. Except, you know, there are calm places all over the world, but it's very calm. So there is not a little sound from a plastic bag that goes maybe over the street in the wind. There is not the click from the traffic light, you know, when the light is changing from green to orange to red. There's not a single other person on the street. And out of a sudden, it's so calm. And in Germany, we have the saying, it's the calmness before the storm starts. And she's very attentive. And without any second thought, she's turning around and running away to the streets where there are more people, more life and more safety in this case. And she's running, and if she's not mistaken, she hears also steps behind her. But as soon as she arrives in this bustling street where she came from originally, she doesn't see anybody, and then the feeling goes away from her. So sometimes it is a feeling, it is a shadow, it's an impulse, it's a reflex. But she now noticed, not for the first time in her life, what a bliss it is to listen to these impulses, to listen to a reaction with no explainable reason. It's no explainable. You don't start to explain, oh, now I want to go to the other side because I feel a little bit strange, maybe a little bit a light shiver, or it's too calm here. Or, I mean, if you explain it, then the situation and can change. But if you just react to whatever feeling you have, whatever intention, impulse, reflex coming up, and you follow and not evaluating it, it is a bliss. And one more time in her life, she thanks for this blissful intuition in it's a system. She calls it now her intuition system, which always works like the Swiss clock, 100%. You feel it, you react, and it's 100% correct. Wonderful, wonderful. I see her next. She is 22, maybe 25. I don't know, 23, something about this. Very beautiful woman. And and she has a date. She's dating already a long time, really nice person, nice man. And she's home in her parents' house. And she's really excited to go to the date. But somehow she has not a good feeling about it. Somehow she has an inner longing she would like to stay with her parents. And there's nothing she can explain about it. It's just a really strong feeling. So she called her boyfriend, and she doesn't explain much because she doesn't want to explain. She says, please believe me, please, can we change our date to tomorrow? Today I have a very strong feeling. I would prefer to stay with my parents. Please accept. Thank you very much, and hangs up the phone. And because she's already, this system, it proved already so often right that she's not discussing it at any moment. She even voiced it. So she explains, there is a feeling. I will stick to that feeling and I will follow it. So that day, it's the evening, and this is calm evening, and the parents are happy that she's still there. So they do some really nice cooking. And the parents, they still have this gas. They still use gas while cooking. And some they were talking. They had a little bottle of wine and then a glass of wine, and there was a little bit of the oil because they were not so attentive while they were cooking, because there was so much interaction with all the three of them. So the oil a little bit spit over onto the fire. So out of a sudden the fire went really up, and since there were some curtains, the fire came out, and the mom was so excited, and so she could not move at all. She was like in shock, and the father, he was just in the cellar to look for something or get some food up. And so by intuition again, you just turned down the whole curtains with everything. She put the whole curtains down, which fall into the sink, which was still wet from all the washing of salad or whatever, and the rest she tapped with a towel. So this oil is a big shocker, but everything was okay. And she was very thankful after she has seen her mom frozen into her reaction, or there was no reaction at all, just frozen, to stay here. And one more time, she thanked deeply all her intuition and her system in her body, her leading system. And at this point, she says, more and more, and in a daily life, I will listen to my soul, because it is bliss for me and all others.
Yeah, wonderful, Mirja.
Cornelius, we can't see your...
you can see my picture.
Photo.
Okay, so we make it again.
Yes, okay,
so
now we can see.
Maybe much more nice with the picture, with the video. Somehow I put the wrong button. So it was a little mistake. Good. So my part, listen to the soul. You explained it very nice. I want to not to make too much from this. I want to tell you how I see this world, who we are in this world. We have, this is my picture. Maybe you can agree, maybe you cannot agree, but this is my picture. We have one soul. The soul is lasting forever. There's no end story in the soul. There's no beginning and no end. At least we don't know. And the soul wants to have some experience in this world and sends us as human to this world. And we create in our life something like a spirit. Spirit means we have, we think about us as, for me as example, as a man with abilities, with good things, with bad, with this good things and bad things, of course. Nobody is perfect. And this is a result of the experience we have in our life. We are the result of the experience of our parents, of our school system, our friends, our surrounding, our television, our social system, we are born in Germany because there is, we believe in God. There's a traditional system we are born, and this builds this view of our humankind. But it is not the reality. It's illusion. It's illusion. We are living in an illusion. So, and we are here on this earth to experience something. How it is to get to feel alone, how it's like to feel not loved. And this is a little learning lesson we have in this life. This learning lesson is what we experience here. And how we come through this learning lesson will change the future. If we pass on this lesson, we get another lesson in the next life. Or we finish and say, okay, good thing I was here down on earth with my human life. I don't need it again. So I believe in Wiedergeburt, in reincarnation, becoming on the earth, living here, dying, coming next, and coming next. It's never stopping chain from lives. So this is, I have to tell you in the advance, because I think what is ever there is our soul. And if we listen to our soul, we are in the ability to do something far easier. And how we find out that we listen to our soul, life goes easier. Life is fast, much easier, because we are on the German Autobahn. We are not on the bush pass through the jungle, where we have to cut all the leaves that you find a little way out of the jungle. No, we are on the German Autobahn. It's very easy. It's rolling down, and we are creating things we like to create. So this is the life we can create if we listen to our soul. So how found out, you told it already in your story, this soul sending little impulse, advices, pictures, feelings. Sabine has luck to hear a lot. That is a very good gift. For me, it's more than a feeling. It feels good, it feels not so good. It's a feeling in the stomach. For many people, I believe, it's a feeling in the stomach. If something feels good, I have a good feeling in my stomach. Someone says this is a second brain. This is the first brain, this is the second brain, and all the nerves are in the second brain. And the second brain is more active to receive impulse. The whole body will receive impulse. But the second brain, our stomach, is the first attend to the universe, for example. So if you have these impulses, there's two choices you have in your life. Do it or not do it. Mm-hmm. You can accept to decide, I have impulses, it's not going right, but I do the opposite way. That's the way we can do our life. Every time we decide to do the opposite, then we go deeper and deeper in the jungle, far away from the German Autobahn. So if we want it a little bit easier, some way we find out, okay, the impulse our soul sent us maybe is a thing I have to listen to this. And if we not listen, some big hit can happen. And the soul is very, if we don't do this, what the soul expected we should experience, we should do, then it gives a big push to go in the right direction. And of course, we can also suffer. Suffering is also possible. Pain or whatever. In the first sign something goes wrong is pain in the body, somehow headache, stomach pain or whatever. Then you go to the healer and or to the doctor. But what he has to do, what is the reason for this pain? What is the reason? The reason is you are not on the right track. Your soul is wishing for you, you following. Okay, that is what is my picture of this world. I want to tell you, and if you follow the small signs of the soul, how the soul sends the sign, can be a letter on a truck. God loves you, or go to something, or you go to New York as an example. You feel, I should go to New York. Why not? This is for me a good move in this moment. Then it's a big sign, and if you follow, it's okay. You then do it. And follow the impulse you get from this. Or you read a book, and there's something in the book that says, yes, this is for me the truth. Okay. That is what I think about the how to listen to our soul. And it's a big, big topic to have a wonderful life in this incarnation we are now. And it makes things much, much easier if we do it. Finished.
Oh, something new today with your part. Okay. Yes. Follow your soul. This is the main thing now in my life consciously for about 10 years, because following my soul unconditionally without any compromises helped me to feel bliss in my life, to get much more earlier access to the fifth dimension, where it is so beautiful, and every day, every moment is bliss to experience there. I don't know. I don't get the sense until now, but it is like that. So it starts with a feeling inside of your stomach. Everybody knows. You feel, oh, this is not good to do this or that, equal what it is. And if you don't listen, later you say to yourself, oh shit, I knew exactly it wouldn't be good to do this action, whatever it was. And then it's up to you to change. That's the first thing, to change in your mind and to say, in future, I only want to follow this intuition. That's the first step. The first step to follow your intuition, to feel the shit you would do if you don't follow this intuition. And it will be shit. It will be a longer way to where you have to go while you are incarnated here on earth. Because you're not following your soul path and the goal why you entered into this human life on earth. That's it. That's my opinion. And now I know, because I have a very strong connection to my soul, very, very strong. I'm immediately connected in every second to my soul, and mostly I say she's talking through me. It's not me who's talking. So, and there are a lot of examples. So I will talk about some examples. So once I was in Berlin with some other friends, and I went into an exhibition, and there was at that time, not a very famous painter, but I fell in love with the painting he painted some years ago, but I didn't have the money to buy this painting, and I once more saw this painting there on the wall. It was absolutely amazing. And all my friends, they said, oh, you have to buy this painting. I said, I'm not able to buy this drawing or painting. I don't know what is right now in English, which is for the wall, like these birds here behind us. And at that moment, when he came to us, the artist, I had the intuition to ask him, That was a much more developed time of my soul, but listening to my soul. And I had to ask him, what was the price? And he said, yeah, it's very expensive. The price is 2,500 euros. And I said, oh, I don't have such a lot of money to buy this painting. But my soul says, you have to buy. It was 5 minutes to 6 in the afternoon. At 6, it should be closed. And there was another man in the shop and also talking about another painting. And later I asked him to come back and I said, okay, I'm not able to buy the painting now, but I had the feeling, the strong feeling inside, I had to buy this picture, although I have not the money to pay for it. But my soul says, you know, every time it's taken care of you, you will have the money. So, and I asked him, is it possible to give you now, let's say 1,500 or 1,000 euro and later the rest of the money? And he said, yes. And we went to the bank and I took the money from the bank. I gave him this money. And what I didn't know, the other man also did the same, like me. And yes, when coming back home and 2 days later to my work, I saw, because I am giving 7 seminars, and there I saw, never before, I got such a lot of applications for my next seminar that I could have bought this painting twice. Such a lot of people taking part at the next seminars 1-2 weeks later. I could have bought this painting twice. So my soul knew exactly there will be in near future this money to buy this painting. And later, so I was very astonished. And later when I called this man and I said, I want to come to Berlin to take my painting because you will get the money immediately because I have it, I have the money. And after driving to Berlin, he said to me, do you know what happened? You and the other man, they decided spontaneously, no, it was by following our soul. You decided spontaneously to buy those 2 paintings and give me some money. But you have to know, if you wouldn't have been in my exhibition, and if you wouldn't have bought these 2 paintings, my existence would have been lost. I was in need to close my shop because I had to pay 3,000 euros until next Monday, and nobody, no friend, nobody else wanted to give me the money to save my existence. And if you wouldn't have followed your soul and do what you normally didn't want it to do, I saw that by your questions, I would have lost my existence. So when you follow your soul, equal what kind of wishes your soul wants to fulfill, to be fulfilled by you as a human being, know that you will be the best synchronicity, the best benefit for humanity by doing what your soul wants you to do. But you have to follow it. And in my case, it's very often very, very strange what she wanted me to do. Follow your soul to fulfill your goal here on earth, even if you don't know what is your goal on earth. Do it. Every time she says, when I ask for the sense, she's laughing, my soul is laughing, and she says, don't ask, do it. So the same year on Sifnos, in 2013, in September, she said, go and look for a house for rent for the whole year. And I said, I have a full-time job. For what? For renting a house here on Sifnos. You're crazy. She said, Don't ask, do it. I did. And 3 months later, that was the perfect moment also for best benefit for my colleagues in a public institution, about 250 people. That was the perfect moment to quit my job, to show the people there because of what happened there, why I quit my job, to let them know not to accept those conditions there, to be pressed in that way, which is similar to what is now happening with COVID to us, to all of us. And that was a perfect moment to quit my job, to stop working as a staff, to go on working as a freelancer, to find a market hold, she also told me. And so the result was when I quit, I had to work until the next July, but I took all my belongings to Sifnos in April 2014. The result was when I started my new work, my freelancing work here on Sifnos and for Germany as well, I wouldn't have had the time to move to Sifnos. So it would have meant stress for me if I wouldn't have followed my soul. But now, so it was very easily everything to move there in April, to start my new job in July, because I was fully booked. I wouldn't have had the chance to and the time to move to Sifnos because she ordered me to do these things before and not having stress. It was also for my best. And it's every time for the best of everything that it is existing. So never ask why. But I can promise you, because I'm following my soul 100% every day of my life, without any compromises and accepting arguments of anybody else. I do follow her, and it is every time for the best benefit of everybody and everything that is existing. So I encourage you to do that. Don't hesitate to do it. You will have and experience such a lot of joy, because as much more you are doing it, it becomes very quickly clear for you after doing it what kind of sense it had, and it will fill you with such a lot of joy because of what you have done for others and for yourself as well, to be happy and to have access to a completely new life, your new life too. Only do it. And I give you an exercise you can do. You know, I like to give some tools how to practice. There was one man I got to know, and he didn't know if he can trust me. And I said, you can do an exercise. Ask your soul this evening if you can trust me. And I can bet you will get the answer. And he said, I never did something like that. I said, do it. You know, do it. I said. He said, okay, I will do it. And he did. And you will get the answer. Equal if it's a bag passing by where is the answer written, a big yes, or a big yes on a car or a bus. But in this case, it was another result. He called me next day from America and he said, Sabine, I have to talk to you. I said, what's happening? I did what you said, to ask my soul if I can trust you. And now I'm in a supermarket for buying some organic food. And in front of this organic food, suddenly I hear a voice telling me, you can trust Sabine. Not expecting it. It suddenly came into my mind, this impulse. So I want to tell you, and okay. And then we did what we wanted to do together, because he started to trust in me. So you will get the answer. You only have to start to do it. And your soul is also wanting you to ask for support. Help me to listen to you. And if you don't listen very well, ask for, oh, please, much more louder or clear, or if you have a picture, much more clear this picture so that I can understand what you want me to do. That's an exercise you can try. As much you try, as much more you will be absolutely clear of what your soul wants you to do. I say thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much. I hope you will have a wonderful day and wonderful weekend. And I hope you will also start to try to ask your soul for support and to listen to her. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. All the best for you. I'm Sabine Markner.
Yes, thank you. Very nice stories. I'm here because I love the stories from Sabine and what she is listening to her soul and the results of this. Impressive, I can say. And tonight I asked the soul, my soul, if I can trust you. Oh, this is
yes, you can do it. No problem.
But I know.
No problem.
Now, that is what I already told our visitors or our viewers. Ask a question, be patient, the answer will come. The answer will come from your soul and only be open for the answer. And it will come, somehow it will come. Yes. Thank you for listening to our little video, not so little anymore, but a little video. It's a very interesting topic. It's a very big topic, much to learn, much to do. This is life-changing. Have a nice day. See you again. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Also from my side, a really big, a big story. I wanted to say as a big subject. Of course, I have a lot of examples as well, but I think now it will be really get too long. Just one little hint. Cornelius, you just said, ask for what you wish to have the answer, and my hint is just ask clearly what you want. When I started to make these travels and to listen to the impulses where we go, also without any plans, at the beginning I said, oh, please guide me. But of course, nobody knew where to guide me until I changed to please guide me to the powerful places. And then everything was much better before I was in the real sense standing in the wood. Okay, so be clearly when you ask for support, and for sure the support will come. As you know, we all are just three normal people. We also learning each day, also with a series, of course. We learn for us, I think, the most. We are more than happy that you join us. Again, our intention is to reach you for the bliss 24/7 for your new life now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.